going on, everyone? A couple seconds here. Hope everyone's got their coffee. I put my ears in. All right. I got a link up at Steemit. My username is rustysmetals. If you can watch me over there, that'll help me out. Where is it? There it is. I want that one. I want that one. I don't need that one. I need that. And this one. So what's going on, everyone? I try to get up a little bit earlier, 15 minutes. I still need to be a little bit earlier than that. I got home from work and passed out. Now I'm back at it again. What up, Sluggo? How long have you been on my channel, man? I know it's been a while. You got anything on your radar, Sluggo? Help me out while I'm setting up here. I definitely need another screen. I got my Steemit link, live link. Works pretty good. So check me out over there. Give me a upvote. Re-steam it, whatever. I got 400 people that are following me, but 2 years? That's cool. So do you use the system that I'm using, or you got your own little tricks? That one. That one can come down. Okay. Looks like hemp again. That's a daily chart. That's a 60-minute chart. Let's change this. And let's change this to weekly. Switch them. Switch. So I should bring over that monthly chart for the miners. Never mind. Let's see, open another historical. Change this to monthly. Where's the volume? Where's the volume? Come on. Bunch of red going on in the miners. Can't catch a break. TGBs is slightly going up. Caught that on Stock Futures scan. HANNF. Is that a... Looks like my Ameritrade feed doesn't like that one, man. Hunting for 10 baggers. Those low volume crackers. I thought I bought a low volume cracker with my remaining money, and it's slapped down about 50% the next day. Had bad luck on the miners lately. Let's see how my thing is doing. It's the one I bought last. Right, just like a couple days after I bought this. Boom. Crash and burned. I don't see anything in the miners. Let's just go through them. I'm gonna fix my watch list as well. Let's go, come on, load. Gold, silver, ratio, copper. J-Nug. ESLB. AG. Crude. Let's go through our list here. Need to find something better. Okay, that feels good. Dollar still doing a dance. It's got support gaining. It's going sideways for consolidation. Watch for previous low breaks. For a breakdown, but it should be building there. It looks like a nice little pattern forming. It's got to fill that price pattern, crack out of there. NAK just moved up. Keep an eye on that. Looks like a little cracker on that NAK. It's got good volume. Not excellent volume, but good. Got some creepers. See AKG, see how that's doing off that bottom. Looks like we had a gap up this morning. PGB. Nice flat top break on that monthly chart. Load's picking it up. S&P is looking for a rejection on S&P VIX. That support looks like the bond carry trade has a nice consolidation, like a J curve moving on. Let's see. Look for the reversal bars on this one. It could just look right across there. Don't know if it's ready yet, but it looks like it is getting close. Looking for a rejection into resistance on the Dow still. These are daily charts. Crude, I'd fill up that tank. Looks like a flat top break coming. Over 50, we should be at 60. Coming soon. Let's see how Google's doing. That weekly chart. Still working that double top on Google. Looks like Apple is hanging above previous highs for consolidation, a high level consolidation. So keep an eye on that. If it falls below previous highs, it could fall into the range and then just keep on going. Gold is down. Boom, boom, boom. Are you using actual Ameritrade's platform? Because I see that a lot too. It won't come up in the feed, but it'll show up on their platform. I can try to find it on TradeView. That would be fine with me. Let's do that. I wish I could just use one little. I wish I could use my MedVed for everything. I gotta pick up the pace. There it is. Weekly looks like a bullish retracement back into support. Boom, boom. Let's see. Half a day chart. It is a low volume cracker, huh? I like those low volume crackers. Nice J curve pop. It's coming back into support. Watch for the previous high break, I guess. A little cup and handle. Watch for that right shoulder. And I got a delayed quote. And I got previous lows right over that consolidation bottom there. Once it confirms the bottom, it'll break into previous lows, right? Previous lows can ride up that range. Could be a nice little cracker for you. Is that the one you're looking at? I don't understand how you can trade that, but 60-minute chart, it's very sparse. Nice volume coming in on the end on this consolidation, so it looks like it's gearing up for you. The J curve pop, consolidation pop. Once the consolidation's over, I don't know. I don't know how you trade that. Yeah, I need some volume to see what's going on. Let's get a longer term here and see what's going on. Monthly, yeah, it's just consolidating. Had a nice J curve pop, just like usual. Pop and consolidating back into support. So be like the big boys and buy it. Irish miner zinc. Is that what that is? Hannon. Cool. Zinc's supposed to be pretty big, I hear. Coming in. Lithium, zinc, copper. Lots of copper in Arizona. This will be a good one when it cracks. This Arizona miner. Let's see, what do we got here? Some low volume here. Pure Gold Mining. Where's Maria at? Thank you for the tip yesterday. Okay, there she goes. Intraday chart's breaking. Weekly chart's got to get over this previous low right there. Looks like 2 o'clock. It's forming a double U bottom. Once it confirms that previous low, breaking into previous lows, you'll have a confirmation little W bottom there. Oh, there you are. I knew you were there. Thank you very much for the tip. That's a very good tip. Goro. All right, back to the watch list. Let's see, gold is down on the intraday. Let's see what's going on in intraday. Got higher lows throughout. Previous breaks coming in at 13. It's got to fill the pattern still. Up and down, up and down, up and down until it fills it. Silver got slashed. Damn it. Oh, it's that right shoulder. It's that right shoulder again. Looks like it came down just like it should. My guess was coming back into previous breaks, then all the way come down. So it's got some power. If it doesn't come all the way in like they like it, that means it's got more momentum than they planned. Let's watch for a 17 break across. That neckline needs to break at approximately 17.05. So let's get above 17, hold support. That looks good. That's a slingshot move right there. Oh, HNN is a exploration dealio. Looks like JNUC's coming off the bottom. JNUC. I need a previous high break on JNUC. That looks like a nice, weird looking reverse head and shoulders. Kind of elaborate. Nah, it's a W. Unless you want to call that left shoulder, two heads. It's a two-headed snake there, I guess. I don't know. But it's consolidating on that bottom still. I think it's got a turn for us on this. Coming back into support for the miners. GDX was really, really close. GDXJ, excuse me. We got a bullish Rami on the 4-hour chart. We're going to hammer off of support. Watch for that neckline break. Looks like 34. Flat top break. Another neckline. Reverse head and shoulders W bottom. Hold support. You got to hold that 8, 13, and 34. It's all curving up. It's going to happen. Let's see if we got anything here. Looks like uranium's on its high for the day here. Nothing going on. WWR. What's going on here? No. NAK still proves to be the one today. Closing on its highs again. Moving and moving. NAK today. Load. Load's going to happen someday. Look at the volume on the last 3 months. Definitely coming into a bottom. I got an inverted hammer. Take out that inverted hammer on load. I got a hammer, little topsy-turvy inverted hammer. I would say, gotta find an emotional spot. You can see that pop, and then a nice U curve here. Can't really see it because I can't get my chart. Let's see, I know what I gotta do. I gotta squeeze it. You have that pop and then that U coming across, that little U curve. So it's going to pop one of these days. That's a half-day chart there. Looks like 18 above on load. Where did NAK go? There it is. Drop down a little bit. Stay above previous highs on NAK. Let it ride. Don't get too far extended from your 8 because it always comes back into the 8. I mean, that can easily happen on the daily chart. Coming back in for support. So watch the whipsaws. I've got no volume on these high risers here. This one's got a flat top break. Resources, something, ASWRF. This uranium's creeping, but it's not doing anything special. Reverse head and shoulders on that half-day chart. Let's go back to silver. I want to watch that silver. Got the head fake and then the right shoulder. Could be a bearish retracement too, so watch that. The tricks and games we play. But that's a left shoulder head, and it tried to break out, and then it came down into a right shoulder slingshot move last night. Let's get this thing running. It's a 1 minute chart. Gonna get above previous highs. See if we can get this thing going. Crack him down. Let me see. Come on. Gotta hold. You guys see anything? Looks like the 1 minute chart's gonna break down here. coming into resistance. Broke down, coming into resistance. Might need an opposing point. Nothing going on with the 52-week high breaks. Looks like the Dow Jones just turned negative. We had two runners last night. RRT, I have no idea what it is on the cryptos. It's Bitfinex coming in on a feed on this. Just cracked the whip on that one. Previous high break was easy to spot. Boom. My BCH cracked down, let's look at that. It's not a weekly chart. BCH is going to have to come into support, looks like. Chart on this one. Got a volatility candle here. Tried to break out and then whip back down, and then it just collapsed. I'm waiting for it to really gain speed on the downside to come back into support on the longer term charts, and then try to pick it up. It's holding a little bit. It's on a thin line of support, so I'm out. I bought me some BCN. Instead, it's more stable. Waiting for a crack on that, but it's at resistance, so it looks like it's coming back into support now. Gaining its legs. Try again. AMZ. Is that Amazon? Let's see. Let's put that in the list over here then. That in the list since it's breaking. Yeah, that was pretty. It's consolidating on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, spike high and then ride low. Looks like flat bottom breaks coming in. Look at that. It's a daily chart. Spike high. Exhaustion move right there. Watch for a head and shoulders top. This swing back around, coming into resistance as it finds the bottom. Watch it come into resistance for a head and shoulders top. You got the left head. The bearish retracement's its last move. Good eye on Amazon. Looking for the Dow Jones to do the same thing. Same with the S&P, but it's going to take a lot longer for the bigger ones. I'm going to V bottom on S&P, lower highs. It's coming back into resistance. Looks like a little rejection today. GDX is almost there. Got a hammer, looking at a hammer. Take out that hammer on the upside on GDXJ. You got nothing. Everything's still doing its little dance. UEC's got that AV bottom looking. Into the 8, higher low, into the 13, back into the 8 for support. AG's got support on the daily chart. It's got a hold. Got lower highs or higher lows. Flat top break. Back into resistance. It's got a good dollar pop if it happens. NAK still moving. Watch for NAK to come back into support at any time. It has a nice little break. CLF. Cup and handle there on the bottom. J curve popped. Now I got the handle forming. It'll pop again once that consolidation finishes. Chain notes coming off that bottom still. It's got to go positive. Got 50 cents to get to 919. No volume on that one. Hemp is still riding. Yep, it's going to be a good one. You can see that pop come back into support for consolidation. Previous high break. Get above previous high over here at 32. Could be a nice runner. Let it come back into support if it has to. And looking for some flat top breaks. Look at that flat top. WLDVF. That monthly chart on that one looks good. Look for the major break at previous high over here. It looks like 325. 320. Probably get above the body of the candle, so it's close. Looks like a hammer on the monthly for this bad boy. It's gonna be a nice runner. It's getting close, everybody. Everything's coming together, except for that one. I don't even know what that is. West Water Resources. It's on its highs today, but it's cracked down so hard on the monthly chart. I don't even want to watch it. Could be a nice bounce though. Anyone watching that one? PLN creeping. It's like NAK today. That's it. USAS silver, American silver. I don't. No, I know nothing, but previous breaks are coming. Looks like some nice volume price increase on the monthly chart. A reverse head and shoulders on the daily chart, so watch for that right shoulder to come in. Looks like a head fake on the intraday. You shorted it from 1,025. Good job. Where is that Amazon at? Watch that right shoulder come in though, back into 1,000. So, but good job. I mean, what can you say? Broke down from previous highs. Rode that range all the way down. Looks like it's cracking a low. Flat bottom break there. Watch for a whipsaw back into resistance as it falls down. Those bearish retracements are important because it consolidates that bearish move. You're doing NASDAQ shorts all the way across the board. Is Facebook a NASDAQ? Oh yeah, the market leaders are falling over. Yep, I can see that. It's close to breaking down. It's like really close. But watch that whipsaw coming back into resistance. Good job anyways. Very good. Very, very nice. I don't short very often, but you can use the same techniques that I use every day that I go for the longs. And maybe I should keep doing it. Maybe I should get my system ready for a big short. It looks like you're on the top. You're on top of it. I am looking for that retrace back into resistance as it wants to fall over. That's a nice spike high. That was very telling. Spike high and then the gap low. breaking below previous highs into the range, and now the range is breaking. So good job. Yep. Waiting for gold. Yep. Every day. Every day. Look at that. I got a 2-hour reversal on gold, so it should be picking up here. The 2-hour reversal is on the 4-hour chart. Looking for a flat top break. Let's get to that 13 again and crack the whip. Looks like NAK is lingering. Someone's on the ask, I bet. Yes. The measured moves on the downside, yes. Back. Let's see. I should get at equities. I have a lot of work to do to get this thing up to par so we can make some real money. Right now it's just miners, but I need to find some time to get some better portfolio watch lists. Biotech is a pretty good recession-proof kind of deal because everyone's buying drugs. Need to get some financials in there. Some energy sectors. I don't know. What do you guys think? It wouldn't be that hard to do it right away, but where's my cryptos? Looking for a crack on BCN. Could come back into support at any moment. Cryptos. Let's check these bad boys out. Let's go through the list real quick. Anybody on the call doing cryptos? Cryptos, I'm looking for a daily chart consolidation coming in. So I'm going to whip through these. I'm looking for daily charts. We had a daily chart brewing here, and they all cracked down. So I'm waiting for that another consolidation so I can pick them all up. So watch for the daily chart coming across that 34. These things are all brewing, simmering. BCH looks like it's going to come back down. BCN, look at that crack on the daily. Could be a nice little, what do you call it, descending triangle price pinch. Bam! Looking for a double on this one. Could be even more because once that thing gets running, it doesn't stop. BCY, still looking. I got higher lows into resistance, higher lows into resistance, looking for that pop. That could be a bearish flag, but you have to keep an eye on it. BLK, look at that. See that? Into resistance, back into support. Look at flat top break on BLK. That's the best one so far. So pop across, coming on in on that U, looking for a flat top break for that one. Bitcoin still consolidating. High level consolidation, came down in for a spike low. Looks like a bearish retracement back into resistance. It's got to take out that 8 and the previous highs, making higher highs, or momentum's going to die off. I'm thinking it's going to come back into previous breaks, so be prepared for that. BTM had like 300% rise the other day, came all the way back into support. Look at that U coming in. These cryptos are going to just take off once everything's consolidated on the bottom. BTS, waiting for that one to come into resistance as well. It's all brewing. Higher lows. I think I caught that one for a double. Came back into support already. Dash is consolidating over the 34. That's good. Looks like this one had a crack and then coming back into support for inverted hammer lookalike. They're all coming into a bottom. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. After that last rise, everything's coming down into consolidation. Dogecoin, that's going to be a nice one. It's been coming down for a while. That could be a bearish flag though, so watch for previous low breaks. Could take another leg. Nice U. Boom. Nice inverted hammer. Don't neglect the inverted hammers over support. Boom, boom, boom. Same. Ethereum, we'll have to take a longer view on this one. We had the 2-bar reversal, came all the way back into support. So that's the V bottom. So look for a rise and then an opposing point to consolidate. That's just a V bottom looking so far. So I'm looking for a lower high coming back into support to make a pattern. So this one's going to be a while, but it did come down into support if you bought it. Good. Let's go back to daily. EXP had a nice pop. Came back into support, pop. Could come back in. Watch that 8 coming across the 34 as price comes down to make that splash. FCT, look at that flat top break coming. Boom. It's ready. BLK, FCT, those are the two I'm watching right now. So far. On BCN too. Flow, that came in 100% last night. Came back in support. These things are going to pop. Looking for those ones that have been extended way low. Looking for those little pops on the upside. A lot of these are very low volume, so be careful when you go all in. Yeah, I think the first crypto I traded was Pink, and I was amazed how easy it was to make a coin on it, and I haven't looked back. That was in March. No, wait. April. March, April, I don't know. Somewhere around there. These are all going to come down. Got gold in my watch over here. Need to get over 13. Gold needs to get above 13, or it might just come back into support one more time, looks like. GRC, that was a runner last night. Boom. Look at the volume spike. Inverted hammer over support. Watch a flat top break on GRC. That's another one. HUC, watch that flat top break. Had a pop. Came back into support. Inverted hammer. Boom. Looks like 3 and above. Could be a nice runner on that one. These are low volume flyers on these cryptos. Put your sales in and above. Put your sales in ahead of time. The low volume will come and get you. Looks like I got a double bottom forming on library. LSK, that's a good one. Pop across the 34, came back into support, had a dip for a nice whip slingshot. Boom. That's going to be a nice one right there. Very, very nice. LTC, looks like we had a pop into resistance, came back into support today. Looking at previous low breaks. So it popped that previous low, came back into support. We need to turn around again, pop into previous lows for LTC. Looks like the bottom's forming. There we go. Pop across 34, inverted hammer over support. Boom, boom. Again and again. You can see why I just accumulate these. Take my core, pop it, take my core out and let it ride. Because the trend is changing. So I take my core, pop it, take my core back out, leave the free shares, let it ride. Just do this. And it's been kind of hard in the bear market to catch those. But now that I've accumulated at least half of them on the Poloniex exchange, I'm ready to get my account back up to speed. And then I get my account up to a certain point, and then I take an income every week. What was that? What was this? Oh. IAG coming in again. Looks like it came into support. Now it's popping. IAG, monthly chart. There she goes. Broke previous highs on the monthly chart. Right? Everyone watching? Very, very nice. Could be a nice long-term runner. ASM, I saw that on my stock fetcher today. Looks like it's getting close. Or pop. VC stuck his head up again today. Looks like a 60-minute pop after the options expired. Now it's on its way back up. Imagine that. Looks like FSM's on its highs today. There we go. Looks like we get some little energy going. GPL needs a little bit more help on the monthly. Yeah. That's why I like trading it. It just does what it's told, you know, it does what it's supposed to. I mean, I was trading BCH on a 1-minute chart. Everything was just like magic. Everything, all the technicals. Happens a lot on these cryptos. There's no commercial bank on the ask or on the bid, holding it down, holding in place, selling as many contracts as they can before they let it go. You know? It's addicting. That is for sure. We got a high level consolidation on NGD. Looks like a little bottom. The bottom crack here. Coming. It's like NGD on a monthly chart needs just a tiny bit of help. Note, I got an inverted hammer over support on note. These are daily charts for cryptos. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Crack. A lot of these have a low volume, so watch out. Don't go all in. All these got brutalized. There's the first one. There's the first crypto I bought. I thought I was like stealing candy from a baby. I was like, no problem. I think I bought this one down here. Let my free shares ride. These things are awesome. It is magic. China has more volume on that, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't think they can control it. They can maybe all the games that are usual. I think it's a more, maybe they are trying to control it, but I think it's an equal playing field. Where the smarter man wins, you know. Their big money bullying, it doesn't work as much. I don't know. It just trades too smoothly for anyone to be manipulating it. All the tricks. I mean, you still get the head fakes and the right shoulder slingshot moves, cracking the whips, but it's more natural. I mean, how many times we've got to see gold try to break over 1,300 just so it can come back into support to sell more shares? You know, it's obvious. I don't know. I just trade the chart. How is that? How's our silver? The higher lows on silver looks like 17's coming. Building, building, building. POT, PPC. Look how far this is extended down into previous lows, previous breaks. Came all the way back in from the previous breakout. Came all the way back in. Nearly 110% retracement, which is just amazing. Consolidating on RADs, REPs gearing up. Higher lows, inverted hammer on RREC, SPG, SC. This is going to be a nice one. It's getting ready on SC. Back into previous lows. Be a nice little pop. So I would buy this pop, sell it at resistance, and let my free shares ride. This one was a nice runner a few weeks ago, came all the way back into the previous break. Steam. Looks like it's turning. Could get a nice spike volume on this one. Steemit is doing well. You have to wait to get your account. Yes, they do. They know the spots better than we do, I think. But I think I do pretty well finding those little spots. STR coming to an end here. Everything consolidating. That one's going to be a nice, see that pop, consolidation pop. That's what I was looking at on Steam. Same thing. These are all doing the same thing, if you haven't noticed. Well, not all of them, but the majority are coming into the bottoms. The ones coming across the 34 already, consolidating, those are the front runners, so I'd watch those on the daily charts. XMR, yeah. That was a nice one. XPM, same thing. Ripple, that's the decentralized, no, that's the centralized crypto right there. So if you want to take some money from the bankers, that's the crypto right there. Make some money off of these bad boys. And then this is a new issue here. Let's see, we have to get down to the nitty gritty. Oh my God, it's not working out. Looks like the bearish flag is breaking down on that one. It's got to hold previous lows or it's going to fall over. So there we go on cryptos. Silver cracked down. Damn it. That's the 1 minute chart though. Gathering its legs and trying again, I guess. Previous lows. Looks like it had trouble getting over previous lows. Came into resistance and cracked down again, looking for some kind of opposing point, gather its legs and try again. Remember, the V bottoms don't work. So it had a V bottom coming back into resistance, it got rejected. But as long as support holds, that rejection is still good. As it consolidates. So keep your eye on that. Yeah, it's automated, definitely. It's been automated for a while. Each Federal Reserve Bank has a black box, as they say. I remember studying GAN. I don't remember exactly what GAN was all about, but yes, he's good. Got to study all of them to get a little perspective. I should do a review on GAN. Looks like NAK gave up a little bit. It's got a crack. Load. Everything's coming back into support. If I have some time, I'll do a review on GAN because, yeah, I know he's one of those dudes you want to know about. GFI hit a high, came back into support. Watch GFI when it comes back into support. Buy into support, sell into resistance. USOB, what's AG doing? Not sure why these repeats are getting registered. AG looks good on that intraday chart. Building, building, building. Holding support. Oops. That 8 is your support. That trend line is your support. Magically, they both align. So it popped, came into support. See that inverted hammer over support on AG. Crack over 8, into the 13, over the 13, back into the 13 for support, back into resistance on the 34, back into both as the 8 crosses the 13, and then pop. Came back into support. Watch for a previous high break. AG. Damn, kid. Been around, huh? Yeah, I try to get into those proprietary trading dealios back in the day when I wanted to travel the country with the big old sign on the side of my RV. I try to get trading houses to sponsor me, and I wanted to travel the country and put a little sign on my RV advertising for them. That was a long time ago. Yes, it is. It's just got a crack. Everything's got a crack. It's been over a year, I think, since its consolidation. NAK, got to break previous highs. Break that daily high. It could get a little push into resistance, into 2. See that J curve on my daily chart OBV? See that pop across? The OBV is getting positive. Yeah, no one would take my my experience seriously back in the day, so I gave up on my proprietary proprietary trading. No one would take me. That was a good 20 years ago, though. Yes. Always buying physical. All this that we're doing here is all speculation. We've got to hold that stuff to make it real. When it breaks daily high, I would consider it, yes. But if it doesn't break previous highs, that's why I'm begging it to break previous highs. It's got to keep making higher highs, right? If it can't keep making higher highs, it's going to make that double top on the intraday. And if it makes a double top, if some fat boy is sitting on the ass right now, not letting it run, they'll let it come back into the previous highs. And on this one, it looks like the previous highs is pretty thin, that tall wick. If it slightly gets into previous highs, it could ride all the way down into 56 range. See, there's that double top forming. It's got to break. But yes, if it wants to continue and it breaks daily high there, yes, I would definitely consider buying it. The volume's picking up on the end there, but I don't know. Yeah, if you didn't buy it already, let it come. I would put an order at support. But then if it wants to keep going, then I would take a ride breaking previous high. That's my reasoning, yes. That's really bad. L2 right there. What's going on with that? That doesn't seem right. Everyone's on the ask right now. You see that? Damn. Well, yeah, long term, the NAK is positive. But all I'm saying on the intraday, it's got to break that previous high, or else it's going to come back into support where the previous high was. So for me, I would be putting my order in at previous support line, because you always get those breaks, and then you always get them coming back in. And right now, it looks like that level 2. Everyone's sitting on the bid at 68, or the ask. They're holding it down. But yeah, longer term, you're right. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Someone's got to take out all those asks. All the commercials. All the market makers are sitting on the ask. My L2 is not good though. I don't understand why it's got one slice here. It should be a lot longer than that. I do not know why it's that way. There she goes. Look at there. There's 169. There it goes. Boom, boom. Slapping the pig right there. Saved by the bell. Previous high break on the 60-minute chart. $170. You say 174? Let me see. Let me see. We got previous lows. If it breaks here, it can ride that range all the way up. I'm looking at just below 2 for resistance on the daily chart. I'm looking at previous lows as my resistance. This previous low here, 191, whereabouts. Like I said, it broke into previous lows here. It's going to ride that range up. And the monthly says it's going to be a longer term move. So I don't think it'll stop at 2. Probably hit 2, back off a little bit, right? The one in May. I'm looking at the monthly chart to see that a matching at 3 o'clock high. I'm looking for short term into 2. If I was trading it, I'd sell it at 2, let it come back into support. 2 is going to be a big break for a previous high break on the long-term charts. Long-term chart says that this previous low here on the monthly chart, I'm looking at 2 o'clock. Once it consolidates there, then I'm looking at 5. So if we get to 2, let's talk. If we break 3, we can get to 5. That's what I'm looking at. Long term. It's coming off a monthly bottom, coming over that 8 on the monthly. So it's gaining support, it's gaining momentum, higher lows on the monthly chart. Had that nice little pop last season. Boom, 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 boom. Came back into support, had some legal issues. I got the previous low right there. What'd you call it, May? February. No, that previous low's in January, February of 17. But it's got a nice higher low. It's consolidated. It popped, came into support, made a double bottom. Now it's on its way back up. Monthly chart. Not much into volume when people come buying into support. You can see the volume is not as high as it should be. But once it gains speed, I'm thinking it's going to hit 2, come back into support, hold that previous low, and then it's off and running to the next previous low. And just ride it on up, trading it into resistance, selling into resistance, buying into support, all the way up. That's how I do it. But everyone's got a different way of looking at it. Everyone's got a different education. I always ride into the previous lows for resistance. Previous low, previous low, previous low. I'm looking at those long-term charts. 171. Cracking the whip. Let's get off of this long-term chart. Daily chart says 190, 191. I don't know why my level 2 is so dank. It was not looking good there. I don't got no perspective here. I just got one level here. I don't know what's going on. I gotta maybe fix it, or I don't know. Ask is at 169 again. This one got knocked back really hard, but it looks like it's coming up for a bottom pop. Got my marijuanas all at the top of the list again. USAS, look at our previous high break on that one. Looks like it's gearing up. Tahoe, looks like it poked its head up this morning. Got knocked back really hard. Got the double bottom now. Look for a previous high break. PBG. Man, brutal out there. CLLX. Spike high. Daily. All right, so I have a question. If there was one sector that you would like me to watch other than miners, what would it be? I'll create a list. Financials, would it be energy? Would it be pharmaceuticals? I think pharmaceuticals. That's what I'm thinking, biotech. Pretty recession-proof, ain't it? Energy, you want energy? All right. I'll put it into my stock fetcher, find some weekly pops, see if I can get some money in it. Energy, all right. Remind me to put those watch in the watch list tomorrow if I didn't get it on my stock fetcher. The Gush ERX Bio. Yeah, Bio, Energy, Bio. All right. Wouldn't be too hard to do 2 watch lists. Watch the USAS. It's got low volume. It's got a previous high break coming. Watch that one. It could just get spike volume in it. Don't get caught in the storm. Sell into resistance. Sell into resistance. Get the pop. Get your free shares and let it run. I think that's the best trading strategy. Nothing like free shares. Yes. Could be a lot of shorting going on. Bill and Maria, huh? Which watch room are you guys coming from? Or chat room? Was it the Elliott Wave chat rooms? Chart Freak. I haven't been a part of a chat room since 2005. You don't do Elliott? I think Maria does, don't you? Maria, you do the Elliott Wave analysis? Yeah. Well, you can use your little analysis on the chart, on the charts that I use above and below the 34. Let me see if I can find an example. Let me see. Where are we gonna go? Let me see what's going on with my BCN first. Looks like we're coming back into support. Hit a high, got to stay above that 34. Let's go a long-term chart on BCN. Let's see if I can find anything. All right, for example, on BCN, I don't know if you heard me say this before, but the crack below the 34 comes down to a spike low, comes into the 34 once, comes into the 34 twice, that third time, and then watch either the third time or the next time. I guess this is one time spike high, this is another time spike high, and then watch for the third time spike high. So it's like a third wave. Count the waves, 1, 2, 3. Watch for that third time across. That's why I like the silver, the long-term silver chart. You use the high in 1980, the high of 2011, and then coming into the third high for a break. That's what I'm looking for on silver. The 50 break. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a triple top break. You did? Huh. It all comes together, doesn't it? Yeah, I try to keep it simple. I thought the Elliott waves were just they made it too complicated. Waves within the wave and all this and that. I was like, what? Come on, I'm not going to count this every day. Looking for long-term wave breaks. Above and below that 34. That 34 is my center of the wave. That's why I like it simple. I like it. Yes, it is the trend. 34 is my trend. 8 is my ultimate support line. Get above the 8, use 8 as your support all the way up. And then once we crack the wave, then it's a bullish move. Above the 34, back into support. Make sure support holds. You guys are funny. Yeah, JNUC's coming back into support one more time. So, slackers. NAK 171. See how we do on this. Into previous low. Looking for a spike high into 2. That would be nice. Hit 2, come back into support. Sell the 2, come back into support. Let the free shares ride. Yes, resistance. Resistance on the way up are my previous lows. Support on my way down are previous highs. Because once it breaks into previous highs, it's likely to ride that range all the way in. So yeah, on the way up is previous lows. On the way down is my previous highs. And it's that previous low, previous high as my balance point. So you can see at 2 o'clock high, could be a nice little bottom on this daily chart. They got the 1 bottom, the 2 bottom, and then the confirmation across that balance point. So 1, 2, and then the crack across the 2, the double bottom. And it's got higher lows momentum going in. Yeah. That balance point concept is from that that teacher I told you. It's in my greatest trading tools. Oh, greatest trading tools. Oops. God. What the hell just happened? Oh. Hang on a second. This guy here. I was 15 years in for education, and then I found this guy. This guy takes a whole different approach. Michael J. Parsons. You won't get this kind of education. This guy is crazy with the math. You can find the balance points. You can find the turning points. He uses math to find the turning points. You can find the turning points ahead of time. It really just opened my eyes to the math of it. The measured moves is what I call them. It's a little on the expensive side, but it is definitely worth it. Reversal dynamics, he uses math. The balance dynamics, that's the balance points, and then he teaches you how to surf the channels. It's really, really good. You won't find it any. No one comes close to his analysis. He puts it all together for you in a very, well, I can't say simple because there is a lot of information he's going to give you. Looks like he's got personal seminars too. I highly recommend. If you think you know everything, you don't know nothing until you see this guy doing his work. It's pretty nice. Really nice. No, he doesn't use the fibs. He uses just basic math, like geometry of the wave. He'll really just, oh, and it's like an aha moment. It's like, oh, that's unusual and easy. Yes, the fibs, all these different approaches all come to the same conclusion, right? The Elliott waves, the Dow theory, the GAN analysis, all of them, they all come down to the same conclusion. And all I've done is just make it simple above and below the 34. Momentum trading. TRQ hooked his head up on its highs today. It's got a lot of work to do to get above. Still watching that USAS, American silver. I'm always skeptical when a miner calls it America's silver. It's just a pump and dump, I bet. But this is definitely, the miners are the biggest speculation game in the market. So comes with the territory. I gotta take my hemps out of there. I'm gonna make a whole new watch list for him. I got a lot of work to do on my watch list. Definitely. I want to create bio. I'm going to do that today, I promise. Bio, and energy, and financial. Going to do it. We'll get this thing up to speed. This Medved trader is going to have cryptos and equities. We're going to knock it out of the park. Speaking of cryptos, let's see how we're doing. If you want to get an account, to get these cryptos going. I know Maria's got to move out of New York to make this happen, but unless you're using a VPN, I heard it's really annoying to use a VPN. You can always use Tor. Download the Tor browser. You used Tor before? Download the Tor. It should be anonymous. Not totally anonymous, but I don't think they'll be able to tell that you're from New York. Gotta love government, huh? You gotta get a permission to do anything. I'm really tired of it. Amazon, how's your Amazon? Looks like it had a spike low. I'm looking for this to come back into resistance for that head and shoulders top. Looking for a little pop back into resistance and then a rejection big time. Head and shoulders top confirmation on the downside. So watch for that. My problem has been on Coinbase as I'm trying to deposit money into my Bitfinex, and that's the feed coming on this. Where is it? Bitfinex. Or Bitfinex. Anywho's, get an account over here. Use the Tor browser. You might have to watch some tutorials to figure out how to use Tor, but it's a little sluggish, so I hope your internet is good, because obviously your internet connection is coming from a far away server, and it's scrambling those connections to make it anonymous. So it's a little sluggish, but I think that you can accomplish what you need to do. If you want to use this MedVed trader, I'm going to be transferring money over here, but stupid Coinbase. I mean, for 2 weeks now, I've been trying to buy some Bitcoin with my credit card. And they keep canceling it. They won't let me they won't tell me why. So I missed this 200 run yesterday. It's an easy mark too. Look at that. Previous high break on the 60-minute chart or the half-day chart. Boom. That was an easy find. 16 break got me. God, I'd be so rich right now. Great volume on it. Watch the ones with no volume. You don't want to be stuck in these stupid things. Anywho's, where is my... Bitfinex? I don't think I can... Oh, I mean... Looks like... Well, MB Trading's getting the feed from this Bitfinex, and it looks like it's coming from a source. I found out Poloniex is just an exchange, and it's gathering its information from this Bitfinex and then another one. So this is closer to the mark, but closer to the source. So the feed over here on MB Trading is actually coming from the source. So it's going to be awesome. You trade all these combinations, these pairs. Poloniex is all paired with Bitcoin. And that was my mistake. I got you on steel. I got you. Just trying to finish my thought. Looks like daily. Looks like it's going to fill that gap. Looks like 27, 28 into previous highs. Those gaps, those resistance are great at the gaps. So it broke resistance, going to fill the gap into the next line of resistance in and around 28.50. Looks like it already hit it once, filled the gap, and now it's consolidating, right? Nice daily chart. Well, you got to see that daily chart. Steely, right? It filled the gap. So it came back into support. Support held. It's got higher lows. It's in the gap. So it's going to consolidate inside the gap. So it looks bullish to me. But the 27 short was nice. But it held support, so I'd be careful on the short side. Because I blocked you. I'm just kidding, Jasper. I don't know. I haven't had to block anybody. I don't know, but after the call, we're going to have to Skype and figure out this deposit thing. So just hang in there. Hey, you can comment. I just unblocked you just right now, so. But anyways, get an account at Bitfinex. Let's trade these combinations on MedVed Trader. It's going to change my life. I know it is, because I can see all time frames. That is important to me. I can see all time frames at one picture. I can see the long-term chart. I can see the big term, the long-term breaks. I can see everything in an instant. Where before on TradingView, Oh, look at Amazon just taking another low. Boom. Good call on Amazon. Anywho's, on TradingView, I had to switch back between the time frames. I had to remember when I was trading because I had my Poloniex window open. It's what a pain in the ass. Yes, yes. And he'll probably, I'm guessing he's going to probably add more exchanges, more feeds. I imagine this is going to get real big. He's excited about it. I'm ecstatic. I just need to get some damn money over here. I would have cracked the whip on this one. Boom, that was an easy call. Damn. Hate it when I miss things like that. I just absolutely hate it. I feel like an idiot. OMG, IOTA. Some of these I have no idea. You hear about them, but you just whatever. It's crypto talk. I have no idea. But there's big money coming into this stuff. Everyone's got to get on board. It's all speculation. I'm not saying this is the answer to everything, but it's definitely it's a banker killer. Seems that way. So the combination gold, silver, physical, and cryptos is the bank killer, I think. Yeah, I don't blame you. Shorting Amazon is a good call, definitely. Just watch that retracement back into resistance after it gets really overextended. That's all. Good call on the short. XMR, combos. And Jasper, if you can hear me, holding our money during that last downfall, I think that was very dumb looking back as a Monday night quarterback. It was dumb because all those cryptos are a ratio to Bitcoin. We should have had our money in some other ratios, like Poloniex was on the BTC side ratio. We should have sold out of the cryptos when it turned and bought into, you know, not ETH because that came down too. Maybe the dollar. You can see the dollar just spike. See the dollar spike. We were dumb to hold it into the Bitcoin ratio. That's all I'm saying. We should have known better. I didn't even know this existed, so no idea. This is all new to me. But anyways, now that we're smarter, I don't think that we have to go through these downturns. We can just switch into a different currency combo and hold our wealth better. I think we'll get smarter with this. All these combos it's got. EOS, I'm very excited about EOS, Dash, Zcash. Internet of Things, I'm very scared of this one. It looks like a banker crypto. Ripple it is definitely a banker crypto. Litecoin combos, we can just hit it big on this one. You know what I'm saying, Jasper? Jasper is my student. He actually paid me quite a bit of money to teach him how to trade. And I think he's doing pretty well. But he's just like me. We held in Poloniex. and our accounts have been diminishing because of the downturn of the crypto Bitcoin ratios. But now that we're brighter and smarter, I think we can hit it big, man. Let's do it. Anyways, coming to the end of my term here, I gotta get some shit done. I would love to trade with you all day long. I would love to do this. But follow me on Steemit if you can. It can help me out by giving me some crypto money. That way I can trade it. Follow me on Steemit. It's rustysmetals. Winter's coming. I'm going to be doing a lot more. Yes, BTC shot through the roof. 3,000 break. It was a $3,000 mark that just tanked all the cryptos. Yes. But see, if we were smart, we would have saw that. And remember, because we were trying to find the combination, you know, Bitcoin up, crypto's down. Well, Bitcoin just shot through the roof and stayed up, and cryptos just got slammed. Well, if we were smart, we would have took our money out of the Poloniex BTC combinations and went over here to the bigger exchanges. Now that we're smarter and better, we can trade back and forth. I think that Medved is going to change my life on this. And yeah, thanks, Steely. Tan, great to see you here. It looks like you got great experience. I want to hold you on. There's a few of you out there. I want you to stick around. Because, you know, you got great experience. You got more experience than I do. Definitely. I am not a professional. Never been hired on for a professional gig. But I was trained by some really cool cats, though. Really cool cats back in the day. The guys that interpreted the candlesticks is the guys that trained me. Back in the 80s. The guys that interpreted the Japanese candlesticks. I never traded with Nissan, but I knew guys that traded with Nissan. So how what? What's going on, Maria? How what? What's your question? Oh yeah, I went to college. Yeah, my professional experience ends with college, which is absolutely worthless, everyone. Oh, Steely? Oh no, not in college. No, I got a traditional liberal college degree. Absolutely worthless in the real world. I was small business, finance. But no one, there's no liberal college that trades candlesticks and stuff. There's no college that teaches that. Not an accredited college. Maybe I'm confused with what you're asking. But my training was after college, finding these chat rooms, paying a bunch of money to get yeah, I started to experiment with the T3s back in the day and the 34, and a gentleman called Foresight. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Foresight. His uncle helped interpret the candlesticks back in the day. because the Japanese candlesticks was all in Japanese. You know, dark cloud covers, the hammer, the pregnant candlestick pattern, the haramis. Foresight picked me up, found me in a room that was absolutely corrupt. The first chat room I was in, the guy ended up going to jail because he was a pump and dump artist with Investor Hub. So anyways, I got found by Foresight. He showed me a little trick or two because he already knew about the T3s and the 34. And he taught me about candlesticks, and that's my it. Candlesticks and the 34. Chart patterns, everything else just all falls in together, just like Steely's saying. Yeah, I gotta refresh my mind about Gans, but yeah, he is a big hitter, that's for sure. Anywho's, I gotta go. Gotta get to work. I want to trade with you guys, so think about sending me a donation, a tip or two. I'm trying to figure out. Give me some ideas on a chat room. I got a chat room set up. I just don't know what it's worth. I gotta charge you if we're gonna do a chat room because I gotta maintain it, and it's gonna take a lot of time. So let me know what you guys think, because this chat room is fine on YouTube with the live videos, but it could be totally different. We can have voice, we can have video sharing, we can do all sorts of stuff. That sounds like the price pinch right there. When all the tumblers align, the market moves. That sounds like the price pinch. The pattern pinch. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. I got to talk to Jasper for a few minutes because I need to buy some Bitcoin from him. Anywho's, love you guys.